let's get start demo first. So this is same it is .NET Core Web API with generic repository and unit of work. And here today we'll learn upload file, multiple upload file, and also how we can download that file. So we will achieve these things. So let me check first. Let's see. We can just try out, and here the options like I can choose any file. So whatever file I just choose, as well as I can pass it to our blog entity as well, like for example C sharp, and description, whatever description, and author name is Karthik. So based on this, actually once I execute, it should be call and see. Once you file is created and uploaded in this resource, whatever resource, they will return a path as well and with the file name, so that we can store in our DB or anywhere, and we can get it directly as well. And same things I can do, I can retrieve this file as well. So let me show you the same API, and here what I can do, I will just change whatever name we are getting over here, path name with the file name, I will call directly, so that I will show you that file actually store in our API, and we can get back to over here. So hit enter, see. So same file location also available in our API. Okay, so that's are available here as well. So same things I can do for this multiple upload, and try to here like I can able to multiple file as well. So for example, I just import one, then I can import another one, and for example this, and same things like Angular, and then whatever description, and then author is Karthik. Let me execute. Once you execute, so it will return like object. So if file name already exists, so it will tell us okay, it is already. If it is not there, then it will tell okay, it is given that resource file. So this file already exists, so what I will do, let me add one more which is not exist. So for example, I hope this one is not exist. So let me add and execute. See, two file is exist, but last one is not exist, that's why it's created, also return back to over here. And same things I can just check it, like if I pass that path, so I will see that file as well. So let me show you like how looks like that file, txt file. So if I change to that file name only here, see the file also you are able to see over here, right, with the data. And one more endpoint I have created this session, so that is called is download, right? So for example, I want to download whatever file with the file name, right? So see, this file I want to download, so what I can do, I just pass simply the file name. Once I execute, it should be show over here as a download link. You can just click over here, you can just download directly, or even whatever link they provided, see the link provided like that, so you can just call to that link and you can just download as well, right? So like this way you can download as well. So not only that, passing the swagger request we can get it. If you want, you can use it postman as well. So I'll show you as well postman as well. So see, I already created this for the single file upload. So what I'm trying to do over here, let me show you. I just use that file key, whatever file key, it is a file, and then I just use that file. Okay, and here is the option actually. So in this, if you go to the postman, there's a two option, like if you want to text or file, so you can just use that. And don't worry about that, this is demo. So in the end of the last, I will show you what is how we can set this request and how we can get it. Okay, similar you can just send it, it is already exist, that's why showing similar this multiple one. So if you just send that request, you will get that same whatever, if it is exist, so it will show that exists. Okay, so so let's get start implementation. So before implementation, I'm especially recommend go to my channel and check out this series of .NET Core Web API with .NET 8. Many things actually I have covered in this series. So you can check out like generic repository with unit of work, multi-db, how can multi-db, partial view, mapper. So many things actually I have covered. Also you can check out this over here. See, there's a many section actually. So see, there's an expression also we have complete. And if you go to generic model validator, completed global exception also handle, healthcare handle multiple db, product with unit of work we have handling, without unit of work also this handling over here, right? Specification pattern also handling. So many things actually we have covered. So let's start implementation. So I just take same example which we have covered so far. So this is that web API with .NET 8, and those are already implemented. So what I will do, simply I just create a new controller first. Right click on that, create a new controller, API controller, add API controller, and the call it to make it file controller name is file controller. That's it. And once controller is ready, what I need to do, I need to create one model as well. So that model I need to pass before model, just create a signature of that method. So it's simple. I need to create like that. See, I just create a signature that endpoint. So this is, let me wrap this. So this is simple signature. I create a public async task I action result, and the method name is upload file. And here this model actually will create just now. Will create actually little bit later. So this model will create it, but yeah, that endpoint name would be this http post. And see, this is another things actually. If you check over here, why I add this attribute, because if you not add this attribute, that means only file allow 30 MB, right? So if you want to upload more than 30, so that one, that times you have to just specify if it is disable request size, or you can just specify size as well, like whatever size you want. So that also there is attribute you can set it. So that's why I set it. And finally I return back to return okay. As of now, just set it okay, and whatever model will pass. So let me later on will pass it here. So that signature is ready. Now try to create that model class. Okay, so there is a direct way I think we can create that, but I want to create this model inside our model folder. So go to model folder. Where is my model folder? Data entity, yes, view model. So go to that, create a class, and create this model folder. And here simply you have to just create the model name, property name, right? So my first property would be iForm. Actually this will contain, actually this is C, this is sp.net core http iForm, which is contain your whatever file request that will contain over here over the http request, right? So that's why I use iForm. Okay, and rest of property you can just keep it same, whatever the name, not like that file name, but yeah, I just whatever additional property if you want you can add it over here. So I will add like actually I want to upload file along with my blog information. So this is my blog information, blog name, description, and author. So that is done. And now go back to your controller here, bring the namespace. So once you bring the namespace, now my first condition would be over here, like check like if that file it's available or not, right? So it's simple, just checking over here, model dot file equal to null, and model dot file length. If it is length also, suppose for example length also file length has a 0, means 0 bytes, so that also should not be proceed next, right? So what I will do, simply I just return to bad request over here. So this is my first condition. And then I have to require some folder actually right over here. So this is a normal mechanism I can store over here, but yeah, in real world we can store anywhere whatever file I'm getting, but I'll show you because as of now I don't have a different server. I have only this one local file structure in this API, so that's why I will store over here. So what I need to do, I need to create one folder. Inside that folder I have to store all the file size which we want to upload. Okay, so what I will do, simply let me create a folder name and just use that path dot combine, and here I'll just put okay some whatever folder name you want. So I just put it as a resource folder. It should be resource folder, and also inside the resource folder I have to create another folder that is called all files, and whatever name you want you can keep it. So I just create a two folder. Suppose this is a one folder. Inside this file all file folder should be inside this resource folder, so that I just create a folder name as a resource. And then what I will do next, I just create a path to save where I want to save the folder, right? File, right? So that path also I have to need to create it. So how we can create it? Simply again I will use combine path.combine, and this I will use another method directory.get directory. So this get directory will get whatever your current directory, right? So suppose I'm using this web API, so what would be my current directory? My current directory would be over here, right? So that current directory location will be get over here, and then whatever folder name I just combine like this resource, inside this resource another folder, so that I am specifying a specific pass over here, so that it will combine another things like whatever current directory slash resource slash all folders, so that will be created over here, right? So once it's created I have to check uh, if the directory exists or not. If it is not exist I have to create it the new directory, right? So that actually make sure like okay, if that resource and all folder is directory is available, so that is fine. If it is not there, so let me create for me, right? So that's how we can create it using the directory create directory method and pass it to path. It will create automatically, right? So that is fine. All right, and now what I will do, I have to just create store a file name. So where I can get file name I can get from this model head, that's file property. Okay, and this file property has actually uh, many fields, right? So if you go to iForm, let me go to here, see there has a length, name, file name, also content type and copy stream, many things over here, right? So same property actually, that property I can use, go back to here. Okay, so just store that file name as a store variable, and then what I will do again, I have to create a full path. So let me create that full path. So this is a full path. How we can creating full path, whatever our directory and our complete path where I want to save it, okay, that path along with the name. So suppose my path is C and slash that resource and all folder, then slash whatever file name I have to specify over here, so that that full path will be created over here where my file will be exist, right? So this is actually complete path. And then what I will do, I have to create a directory path. Okay, means as a db path, means whatever suppose resource on all files and then slash whatever file name, so that path actually I need to get it to return back to this endpoint, so that that path they can UI can use it, and based on this they can store, or we can store actually here. So this is not important, but yeah, I just showing you, right, how we can get that db path so that I can get the file as well. So this is fine, db path is created. Now one more condition I will put over here. What is that? That is simple. I will check if that whatever file path is created, right? See, whatever file, like resource all file and slash whatever my name, right? Let me show you the example. Suppose resource and then slash, and suppose this is my directory path C and colon something something, right? And then resource and then all files and then my file name dot whatever that extension. I am not prevent anything, but yeah, jpg, jpg. And then suppose this look, if file already exists inside this folder, so what I will do, I just told okay, this file already exists. So how we can check it? This one, file dot exist and passes that file path. So this exist method will be checked and it will tells if it is exist, so it will share okay, return back to bed request. And it is not there, then what I will do, simply there's a many way actually retrieve that uh, that stream, whatever file we are trying to get over here in this file, we can stream and stream here. Okay, so using the string and then file stream, and we pass that full path over here. And also you can just pass, there's a many overload method, so in this file stream, so we can see is a created. And finally model.file, there's a copy method over here, I already show you inside this iform method, iform interface. So you will get the copy, so whatever stream you just pass this here, it will trying to get and upload to that current location actually. So whatever file path you're giving over here, so they will create and store in here. Okay, there's another way also I will show you, like not like this way. There's a many way actually we can write our file to our folder, but this is first way I'll that I am here. But yeah, in this next method, this where I can use that multiple files, it is a single file actually supported. But yeah, if you want to send the multiple files also, that will handle there way I will use the another method. All right, so this is done. Now finally what I will do, simply whatever that after success, so I will return here that path. So this path actually we have created, we have successfully uh, uploaded our file, right? So that is done. Hopefully this should be work. Let me run this and check. There is a one issue. What is that issue? Okay, there's a many extra process over here. So let me run. So go to that file. See, this is only one endpoint, but just two endpoint also will be created. Just let bit later. So try it, and also I will put some debugger point over here. Go back to controller, and so that I can show you what we are getting over here. So first, see at this, I have to choose that file. So let me choose one file and then pass it to like C# 12, whatever description, and then also we can pass it my name, right? And then execute. Once you execute, you will get over here, and let me show you. See all the information I have, whatever model property we get it, as well as we are getting that file information, right? So this is file name, this is a whatever content type, and whatever that things we are getting over here, right? So like this way we can just execute, go back, go. So see, directory is not exist, that's why it's go here, it will create a directory. And also you can check, see, this is a directory we have just prepare. So this directory does not exist, so it is created. And then file name be mentioned over here, and also see the full path of the D project, and this whatever our project is there, so that project name with along this file name, and that file also combine over here. And then finally it will just create. So once you continue, definitely you able to see your file over here. So I'll show you resource, inside the resource all folder, and see the file upload done, right? So this file already uploaded over here. So this is way actually we can upload our file easily, right, with this along with the model. And there's a you can just upload another way also, like simply instead of use that no form uh, attribute, you can use directly that iForm one, right? So there's a many way actually we can, but yeah, this is a best way because I want to entity, whatever entity along with the file name. So that's why I use create a model, and inside that model we have to pass the property. Okay, so move it to next endpoint. Okay, let me stop this. With support multiple file will be support, right? So what I can do, similar, I have to just create another endpoint which is called post endpoint. Let me fix this. So again I just use http post multiple upload, and here again just use that using this multiple db, create a method upload multiple upload file. So multiple upload file, just create, change the signature, and here I need to create for the another model for multiple file upload, right? So similar model I have to create, but that will support multiple. So let me create a new model, create a class, and it should be like multiple upload model, right? So let me create and let me copy from there file upload model, because everything will be same, only the multiple support, right? So let me go to there, and here what I can do, similar, instead of this I can use the list and use this. Okay, that's it, right? Because in previously we used single file, but yeah, this iForm can have that multiple support as well. So that I can just modify, that's it, and go back to your here and just copy this name and change it to over here. That's it, and still it is returning something, right? Okay, so let me create a return type so that I can remove that error. So that is done. Okay, so now what I need to do, I have to create similar implementation, but it will be, it's just for single one, so that's why there is a no issue. But yeah, for that multiple one I have to do something little bit different for that single one, right? So what I will do first, I have to create one dictionary where I can store all the information, like whatever file name and what is that, what is say, like it is already, it is, if it is created successfully, so we can pass it to that the db path, right? if it if it is created successfully, so I set the db path. If it is not successfully, then whatever message I can put over there as a message, so that as an endpoint, whatever response they can easily see and check, okay, if I pass 5 file and 3 is uploaded, 2 is failed, so what is the fail reason, so they can see and check according to their, right? It is a real world example actually. So what I will do, similar, first I just create a that model dot files. Yeah, one thing actually I miss, if you go to multiple file over here, so see, this is not a single file, right? So that is why we have to put over here files and go back over here. Now it's gone, right? So yeah, you can just put whatever name, but yeah, for the naming convention also should be correct over here. So that is fine, up to you. And then what I will do, I have to create one for each loop over here, because there is a collection, right? And this model has a collection of list of the collection, so based on the collection, suppose it's have 5, so it should be iterate 5 times. So inside that I have to create same things whatever we have done, right? In for the single, again I will create that path, folder path, and where I have to save that path. Okay, and then what I will do again, I have to just create that. If it is path exist not, then you have to create that, like folder path should be created. And then similar again, uh, same things we have to do, just store as a file name, then create a full path and then db path also. And the one last things we have to do over here, in previously we have done using like this way, right? So now I will change to write our file to another way. That's why I told you, right? So there is a many way. So first of all, I will check if this file should not exist, right? So if should not exist, I'm checking also. If it is not exist, then I have to create. If it is exist, then I have to return something over here. For example, whatever our response, I have to add like this, right? So this is a dictionary. I can add that our whatever file name along with our uh, response message. So I can put over. If it is not exist, then I need to write. So how we can write again? Simply I have to create a memory stream over here, like using where and like this way. This is again is a very similar way. And then what I will do, I will use that whatever files that using copy to a string and then store as a string, a stream over here, then we getting that stream, right? Stream data of that file, whatever file. And then what I will do, I have to just write to our location. So there's another way. I can use this system.io file dot write all the bytes async method. Here I can pass that whatever path I want to write, and whatever memory stream is it required, this method required actually see bytes, right? So how we can convert to bytes? So whatever memory stream, use that to array, it will convert to bytes array, right? So once you're done, so this is way, actually this is a very simple way, and we can write our file on side this folder. So that is done. And finally, what I will do, whatever response I will return back to over here as a response. That's it. So let me run and check like as per expected it is behavior or not. So go to see the new endpoint already also created. Now try get. Now see here I can add multiple files, right? So choose, for example, this, choose another one, this, choose another one is for example this, and also just pass it to name, whatever name, and description and Karthik, and execute. Once you execute, now see response is null. So that means some issue I guess over here, but it is 200, but there is some issue. What is the issue? Let me check. Or before that, uh yeah, there is a problem here. Actually, I have to add as well after successful, that response is fine, because as of now, whatever file I pass it, nothing is exist. So that's why everything is created. I can show you. See, all the file has been created, but our response is empty because we have not specified the response. So what I need to do, simply that response I can add like this. Similarly, the response dot add whatever file name and whatever that resource path, right? So that I can specify over here. Just save it. I hope the hot reloading is working expected. So it is also restarting. Now check one more time. Go to here, try get, add 1 2 3, and also choose file 1, the file 2, and that file 3, and the similar name I can pass it over here, author name, execute. Now see, this time whatever 3 files we have created, just created, right? There is a no error. But yeah, same file when I try again execute, see, all the file already exists. They will prompt us all the file already exists. So this is also done, and don't worry about that, we will send as a request by a postman as well. So once I complete all the endpoint, we'll use the postman in the last and move it to the next endpoint, which is now 2 is done, which is which is download, right? How we can download this file. So this is again a concept of file system. So let me create another endpoint that is called download, and let me fix this. So download, and we are passing the name. Based on the name, I can get that file, download that file, right? So that name is there, and again similar exercise we have to do. We have to get some file name, file path, where actually file path. So those also we have to create it over here like that. See, I have just similar folder path. Where is our folder path? We have to save actually whatever our saving path. So it is just, we can change it to saving path. Store file path also we can call it over here, and then file name, whatever name we are getting, we are store opening here, and then we have trying to get that full path. So like this way we are trying to get that full path, and then we can check that file is exist or not. So based on this path, if it is not exist, so we can tell okay, the file is not exist. If it is exist, so what I will do again, I have to read the data. See, I'll just using await file read all bytes with that whatever path. Okay, so if it path exists, so based on this path I will just read as a bytes. Okay, this read method, read all bytes method giving the bytes. Okay, and this bytes, what I will do, simply I just return here the file content. Okay, I will use that, see that file content, which is actually provide file content result, which will provide that file content and content type. So here I will pass that bytes, and along with this is type, right? So this is the application octet and stream type, so you have to pass this, and you can just file download name, you can set it over here, and then finally you can just return that file content result. That's it. So once it's done, our all the API endpoint is ready, right? So if you go to over here, see, and whatever file name I have, let me check so that I can show you as a download. So go here, suppose here kartik.jpg, right? So that I want to download. So let me pass it to over here, kartik.jpg, execute. See, once you click over here, now if you open over here, you will able to see my picture, right? So that is done. So also we are able to see the download option, right? Okay, so I guess all the implementation done, but one more thing actually I want to show you before moving to that postman send the request. As a starting I show the demo, I can directly get that download path over here, right? For example, what is that my source folder? It is a resource. So let me get that folder name. So this is my folder name, and also we have that all files, and then my file name is kartik.jpg, right? Once I hit enter, see, localhost cannot found because it is a static files, right? Some files, if you want to read your files from this web hosting, your API hosting, where is the hosting, so what you need to do, you have to do some additional stuff you have to do. So go to that program.file, and here you have to set, go to that not here, this section, after here uh, you have to declare some middleware over here. So what is that middleware? App dot use static files. So this middleware you have to use that. And also additionally we have to do some additionally settings over here. So that is setting is uh, this, right? So use that static files and new static files option. Here there's a file provider and request path, so that it will allow and give us to give it to allow to static files, so that everybody can access directly via the URL. So that's why we have to do this setting. It is simply physically file provider, whatever our root folder. So I can give the access over here like this way, and I have to give that resources path over here as a string, right? So based on this, once you save, let me run again. So now I am able to access those folder. So what is my folder? My folder is resource, and then slash what is my name, all folders, right? So go to that all folders, and then karthik dot jpg. Once you here, now see, now you are able to see access directly by the URL, right? So this will help actually once you implement any UI. So for example Angular or any application, so if you pass this directly URL with this this hosting endpoint along with this uh, resource folder and file name, so directly you can able to show that image on that page directly. You don't need to do anything. Okay, that's why I'm showing over I'll show you the implementation how we can do that. So that is done. And also we have, okay, one more thing you can do over here that related to file size. So see, the endpoint we are allowing that there is a disable request limit, so that you can n number of size you can send it over here, right? So same things, one more condition, one more setting you have to do in this over here while you deploying this API, okay, on the server. So there should not accept this request actually. So what you can do, you have to use this configuration on that, like, so that whatever request your server will allow based on this configuration. So you have to do this configuration like value length, multiple body length, and memory string, right? So like this way you can set it your things. And one more issue I am facing while I deploy this, so that is actually you have to that is avoiding actually that Azure app services. So if I send the more than 30 MB files, so that app that request not accepted. Actually API is accepted, but that hosting environment is not accepted. So what you have to do, you simply you have to call that bab.config file, okay, and there you have to add some configuration like the request body limit. You can set that whatever request body limit you can add it, like for example add new item. That actually I'm showing you as additionally, notice not here. It is if you're using local implementation, there should not be any issue, but yeah, once you deploy, definitely this will be issue. Okay, so see, by default it is providing this. Okay, so what you have to do, you just uncomment, and there's a more setting actually I don't have handy right now, but yeah, you if you search, okay, increase the request in the web config, so you will get similar things. You can just pass it to over here. That's it. That I'm giving them some idea, but yeah, you can just store create this file web.conf file in the root folder, and you can publish. Before publish, you can just create this file. Neither definitely you will get that issue. Okay, so that is done. Now let me check for this here. So what is my endpoint? My endpoint is this. So I'll show you how we can send the request from the postman. So open the postman, go to here, just change to this endpoint. and base URL, and the same endpoint actually we have created, so I'm not changing. What you need to do, just choose the post and set it your URL, and here go to that body. If you go to body, so see there's a none form data, so you have to choose that form data, because file data is upload file accept only this form data. There's another way will come up with the next session. We can use that here as a JSON body, while JSON body how we can upload, but here that will be a next session. But here what you have to select from this option, you have to choose that form body, and here whatever file name, key, like how you will get that key, you have to go here and check out your model. So this is actually key, like whatever model you use, so this is that key, the file name, description and author. So those you have to add like same name. If you change the name, for example if you pass this, so this will not will work. It will say, see, the file field is required, right? Because file is not match this name, right? So once I add this, send it this, so see, request is bent over here, you are able to see all that information. And the continue, so let me continue. There's a some issue actually my system, so that's why it's restarting. But yeah, run this application again, go back over here and send that request. See, it's 200 and also it is created, right? And once already created, once you create again, see, file already exists. Okay, so this setting you have to do, it's very simple, body, form body, and then you have to pass, and you can just choose here these two option, right? File, text and file. So if you want to send a text, so text also I think it should be support or not, I haven't checked, but yeah, base 64 string I think we can use, so that should be support. But yeah, there's a nice way actually, you can just pass it to this select file and you can use any of file, send. So see, file already exists, right? Okay, so move it to that multiple one also, same things we have to do with the multiple. Only you have to change, or not you have to change, only this is my setting, so I have to change this one and also multiple, that is fine. And similar you have to be, we have to do form data. And here see, there's a one more things you have to do taken care. Suppose you have multiple files, right? So I think some of the place we got that multiple options, that is fine, but here I don't have see any multiple options, only one key have one value, right? So that's why I just created, see, there's a, if you want to multiple files, so same key you have to create multiple times. Okay, and along with you have to set this file and file options, and also you have to pass this. So once you done, so let me add, see, one file is exist and one file is not exist. Once you send again, so two files already exist. Okay, so that's all. And yeah, that's all for this session. And the next session will come with that form body, right? A JSON form body, how we can send that base 64 string. As of now we send as a HTTP request, right? But yeah, how we can accept that form body as a JSON payload, right? So that I will do in the upcoming session. Okay, so till now, thank you, have a nice day, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share.